Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hell's Darkest Shadow Kennel is a yet your favorite show. Come on, people, do I gotta explain the rules? It's time for Win or Fail. Okay, let's assume you're new here. You might be like overwhelmed, like what the heck is going on? I thought we were playing Raid Shadow Legends. No, we're playing paid Shadow Legends. And that means if you're whaling, you're gonna end up failing. But if you're failing, you were whaling. I know it's this is like modern day, I don't know, Aristotle type of talk or deep philosophical questions that we are solving here, such as opening up some of these poor sacred shards that I'll be honest, I've been neglecting. They're like, Arnold, when are you gonna open me? I'm like, not yet. You're gonna sit there until I'm ready for Leonardo. But Leonardo's taking the long route, the Raid Shadow Legends, dare I say. But you know what? Dare I say, if you are someone new to Raid Shadow Legends and you're not playing, are you even living life? Let me help you live life a little bit more. Gary, clap it up for them. Let them know if you're a new player and you use my link down below, you'll get 4 free champions in your roster, a free legendary Karato. And then level 15, you're gonna get Ugo. And then level 30, you're gonna get to Goat. And level 40, Deacon Armstrong. Listen, everybody wins around here, but you know what? The house always wins, and Polarium, oh boy. They're making me run around on this hamster wheel for the Sanguinary. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel a feeling, but I'm not sure what that feeling is. And that's this Halloween path. Basically, as I told you guys a couple days ago, I'm gonna do my usual shenanigans, working towards Santa Maria. We did the spider tournament. Right, today we got ourselves, what's it called? Where was it? The Fire Night, right? Fire Night tournament. Max that bad boy up. We got the chicken, winter dinner, whatever the saying is. Right, and even on top of it, I've been doing stage 3 on the event dungeon, and probably later on today, when I get more little sim tickets, whatever, the multi-battles, I'll go ahead and cop that little soul stone that we got there too. I've been doing a lot of multitasking, you know, and even on top of those 3 tournaments, at the same exact time, I've also been doing the champion training. Basically, all this champion training that you see here, pretty much just from doing event 3 on the dungeon. So, you know, it is a pretty expensive Halloween path that's going on right now, even though it doesn't feel too Halloween-y. But on the bright side, it's not all shards, as I kind of said. I treated this pretty much like it was, well, your gear hunters, pretty much, right? I did 3 dungeons, right? Spider, I did the Fire Night, did the Shredder tournament, whatever. And you know what? I'm multitasking. I was doing a lot of double dipping here. However, we're coming to the end of this Halloween path, and Papa Arnold still does not have what he needs. Here's what basically all of those efforts has led me to. Went ahead, grabbed the key on this side. I was able to pick up the first 25 fragments that I needed. But as I told you guys, since I skipped down the summon rush, well, I needed to go a little bit further. I needed to get 50 fragments to make up for the summon rush that I skipped out on. And then I had to get the other key that's over there. And now we finally got the basalt. We unlocked that door or whatever, then got the basalt. And now we're here. And basically at this point, you might as well just pick up both of these, right? It's like, well, you're already here, right? They really kind of tucked a lot of this in. So, you know, a lot of energy. Basically 3 dungeons, right? That I had to farm, max them out to get to this point. And as I said, if you did the summon rush before, or, you know, maybe you're just doing your bare minimums here, I would say if you're just chasing after the fragments, it wasn't too bad if you're pairing it with your Spider Den and your Fire Night and that Shredder tournament. But man, still a lot of energy. But here's the dilemma. Yes, we're going to open up some Sacred Shards, get some points. Boy, this Raphael soul, man. Oh, let me just show you the loose math here. Okay, so basically, this is a Sacred Shard per. And if you think about it, if you skipped out on the Summon Rush, this isn't really all that bad. If you did all the dungeon farming, right? 1 Sacred Shard per 25 fragments. That's not too bad. So, right? 2 would have been way better than doing the Summon Rush. So that's good, right? And assuming you did all the dungeon diving like I did. But here's the thing. Let me pull up the calculator. The calculator never lies unless you put the wrong numbers in. But I'm perfect in every way, shape, and form. That's what my grandma tells me. I need to get that. God, these I have relic pieces, whatever. Plus 50,000 for the soul. Here's where that puts me. 57.5. Oh man, divide that by 45. Hundos. 12.7 means 13 sacred shards that I need. And it doesn't include the 2 that I'm gonna open up for those fragments. I'll say if I wasn't in the position that I was in with my sacred shards, I've been very ultra conservative with them over the past couple months lately. You know, I got 54, right? Leonardo, we're guessing if you want the character, 20 for, you know, again, we don't know 100% the math, you know, just like this Halloween path kind of caught us off guard a little bit. We don't know the exact numbers, but you know, we're in a decent spot where I should be able to get Leonardo first year. The soul, we're assuming his soul's going to be attached to it. It might not be, but usually it's probably going to be like another 20. So I need 40 in total. We're going to probably open up 15 sacred shards today. So we're going to be at 39. So we're still in a good spot for Leonardo. And tomorrow we actually have a champion chase tournament. Ancient shards are going to get 2x. So, all right. So I don't see myself really opening up any more sacred shards until Leonardo. And of course, we're going to get more through all the variety of things in Raid Shadow Legends. So we're in a good spot. But if I was someone else maybe sitting at 30, maybe sitting at like 20, I probably would not be doing this Raphael stuff here. But we're going to do it because, you know, I've been a sucker for all these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's about dang time we just get the Leonardo, and let's see what the holiday season this winter's gonna be bringing. So are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready to rip open some sacred shards? I can't hear you! That's right. Aye, aye, Arnold. Yeah! Oh. All right, calm down. And you know, at the end of the day, the real reason why I was like, I need a signed RNG, so should I do it? And then he's like, look down. And I had the sign. It's time to do it, people. So, all right, let's get strapped up. It sucks that we have no progressive chance, boosted drop, anything, you know, nothing. We are opening up these plain vanilla. Doesn't feel good, but it's all right. You know, I'm at a point where I got a lot of legendaries, right? I look at these more lately as a currency to get other stuff. That's just me coping for opening up sacred shards against my will slightly. All right, people, let's get the blessings going. Let's go. Come on, bless up. The power of one. The power of two. The power of money. Nailed it. Let's do it, people. Clap it up, crank up the tunes. Let's first start off with 2 sacreds. Let's pick up whatever that stuff is. The thing, whatever. Here we go, satellite radio. The fragments are coming in. All right. And now we're off to the races. The occult brawler. Yes, very nice, very nice. But we got to keep moving along. And there she blows. All right, so just between those 2 guys right there, that'll put us in a spot where I now have the fragments. So I'm going to pick up again just both of them again. You're already here. I kind of wish they maybe tucked this like maybe like in one of these early spots right before a key. Anyways, so already there. We might as well do it. That means I put all this effort in all this dungeon diving. This will allow me to skip like a dungeon, you know, next week, whatever we have the next one that shows up here. But all right, there we go. So now this is the Raphael shenanigans. And now I need 13 of these bad boys. So let's get crack-a-lackin', all right? Let's start over again. Let's get it going. M-I-C-K-E-I All right. I'm sure there's a sacred chart. Oh, hold on. Okay, making sure. No legendary is gonna want to go into your garbage reserve vault. No. Make sure they come straight into the main collection. I'm sorry. Remember when I made that fix? Shredder's like, all right, I'm here, bro. Let's party. So just want to make sure we give legendaries the respect they deserve. Let's keep going, baby. Let's keep going. This is a sacred shard number 2. Coming in with more epics. Yeah. I actually don't think I have you. What's your name? What's your sign? Yellow Gurna? Let's see. Let me see what you can bring to the table here. Pull this up. I was working on my Raphael, speak of the devil. What was I looking up? Yellow? It was like yellow. Let's see. Okay, what was your name, girl? Yala. Oh, here we go. Yala, what are you bringing? Yeah. All right. 3-star, man. Those in-game reviews are overselling her a little bit. What does she got on her kit? Because actually, I didn't put out the video. I did it a few days ago. My first time doing hard mode faction wars, and I did my orc crypt. I'm like, okay, I know what I need. Do you have any of those things that I need here? What do we got? Decrease attack, block buffs, block active skills. It revives one random ally at 50% HP every time this champion kills him. Okay. No, not like super enthusiastic about it. But anyways, all right, let's keep going. Sacred shot number 3, coming on down. What do we got? Whole syringe, dude. You are dripping right now. What is going on? What's wrong? Why are those in-game reviews trash? Hold on. Let me check it out. What do we got? This champion attacks a target under a hex and a decreased speed debuff. That's kind of specific. Place a perfect veil on this champ for 1 turn. Not too sure about that. Also increases champion's critical damage by 30% while attacking under perfect veil. Let me read more. All right, attacks 4 times at random. Okay. Each hit has a 75% chance placing a hex. Okay, 30% decreased speed. Champions from the Bannerlords or Knight Revenants cannot resist these debuffs. Okay, kind of specific here. Each hit also has a 25% chance stealing the target's Terminator. Okay. If the target is from the Bannerlords or Knights Revenant faction, steals 50% Terminator instead. Okay. Also places perfect veil. It sounds like maybe good for Hydra potentially. Could be. If the target is under hex debuff, each hit will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Okay, it sounds like we got some good damage here. We'll ignore 25% of the target's defense if they are under decreased speed. Also ignore 20% of the target's defense if it's from a Bannerlord or Knights. Man, he's really got a problem with them. All right, and then basic. If the champions under Veil or Perfect Veil buff, each hit has a 50% chance to decrease the target's turn by 50%. Places 50% increased attack buff. Okay. Let's take a look. Whole syringe. Oh, hey. If we're gonna be opening up shards, it's nice that on the way to getting Raphael, we're getting bonus stuff essentially, right? Like I was expecting just to get epics all the way through. We can at least get some bonus stuff. All right. Let's see. Come on, load, baby, load. Don't put me in suspense like this. I swear my internet's been straight up garbanzo beans today. Come on. Yeah, of course, didn't load that. Load it again. Are you really good? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's take it forever for this to load. So why don't we just go ahead and open up some more, baby? All right, we got a legendary. Thank RNG. You're the best. You're the best. Can I maybe get another one? Another one? Okay, it's all right. We'll work our way there. We got Sand Slash. No. No. Come on, baby. Come on. One more legendary for Papa Otto. I'm not trying to be too greedy here. I really am not. I just want more, even though I know I shouldn't. Okay, let's take a break for a second. Broodlord, I don't think I've seen you before. Anyways, let's go pull this up. Yeah, 3.5. I kind of had a suspicion. That's what it felt like. Yeah, decent for Hydra. Unfortunately, it's not really shivering my timbers, for lack of a better phrase. Again, the problem is I got a lot of legendaries ahead of me that's like, take higher priority. Anywho's, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going here. All right, come on, baby. One more legendary. Let's see, Juliana, looking great as always, but not looking for you today. Come on. Let's open up, I think we said to go to 39, right? 39 secrets? Let's take a little break real quick, just to make sure we're not overspending here. Let's go take a look at our beautiful Halloween path. Ooh, spooky. Okay, pick up these sun lilies, yeah. And yeah, we're still about 16,000, more like 15,500 short. So we're still on track, baby. Let's keep moving along. When all you gotta keep is gone, move along like I know you should. And it's unfortunate it doesn't overlap with the champion chase. Would have been nice. Mordecai, hey, he was my first guy for that spider don. But we've moved on way past that. But he was nice. All that burning was really cool to see in action for the first time. What do we got here? Night Aaron. Yeah. Don't care. All right, I think we're gonna need one more. One more, I think, here. Let me take a little look-see over here. Yeah, we still need about one more. Actually, 2,000. 2,000, man. 2,000. Do I really want to open up another sacred? What do we have in the void shards? You know, I'll open up a couple voids. All right, let's save the sacred. We'll save it. I don't know why. What if that next sacred would have been another legendary? The world may never know, am I right? All right, I think we need to open up, what, 4 of these? Probably 4? Yeah, let's do it. I'm doing it too because I picked up a void from the tag team arena. Like, all right, whatever. Let's do it. Definitely not going to get anything special out of here. And let me just double check. Do I need any more? Let me see. Yes, perfect. Actually, we went a little overboard on it. But all right, here we go. Raphael Sol. Yay. Yay. All right. I totally need the avatar. You know, I gotta flex. How are people supposed to know that I went all in on this thing here? Well, technically not all in, because I see a lot of, let's just say, unclaimed spaces that need my attention. But there we go. You know, I don't know. Was it worth it all? What was that? So we opened up, what, 14 sacreds? To be fair, 2 of those were just for the fragments. And I could have easily, you know, got probably another couple thousand, another 2,000-3,000 from the event dungeon for finishing the Shredder's Wrath tournament. I don't know. I guess it, you know, I'm not overly enthused, I should say, for today's opening. But tomorrow, get ready, people. If you needed more shard openings, tomorrow, I'll open up more shards tomorrow for the Ancient Shard 2X that we got cooking. And apparently on top of it, not entirely sure how hard I'm gonna go on this event, Sanguine Maria's got the 5 red stars. I wish they had a tiered ranking, so number 1 gets the 5, 2 gets 4, 3 gets, you know, you see what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be as generous as that, but we'll get a feel for the competition, yeah. But anyways, people, clap it up. I'm sensing some more openings. Dare I say, maybe some more legendaries that are gonna join us here. So everybody, go ahead if you haven't already. Use the link down below. Scan the QR code of Infinite Knowledge. And if you're a new player, starting a brand new account, Papa Arnold here is gonna hook you up with a bunch of free champions. Thank you so much for stopping by. This has been, oh, babe. This has been, Gary, where's the thing? Yeah, there we go. This has been Whale or Fail, where if you wailed, you failed. And if you failed, you probably wailed. Wail responsibly. And always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today. Yeah.